Hey everybody, welcome back. What we're going to do today is work on Magic the Gathering, and this is what I consider to be the absolute best site out there for storing a library and also storing decks. In case you need to reuse those cards or you're done with a deck for a while, you can store that deck and keep it for yourself. So right now I'm going to go ahead and show you the library that I have here. So let's actually step one first is show you my folder. I have different folders for all the different decks that I have in here. This is my common commander deck, and so with my friends we've gotten together and we have all these common cards, and we had to think of some reason. I'm like, dude, I want to use them. I mean, I have all these greater cards. I'm generally using those. I want to use some of these other cards. So I invented this idea of using a making common decks. So the only card in the deck is the commander that is not common. Uncommons not allowed. We've talked about maybe doing commons and uncommons sometime in the future as well, but with COVID that's kind of set us back a little bit. But this is my EDH commander decks for one-on-one, so if I'm playing against one player I can use that. I also have a folder in here for three-headed giant because I need cards that team up with my other players, but also will be good against the other team. This is my all-out brawl folder. Like, you know what? I do a lot of like 6 people against everybody else, and so and it really sucks because I start getting going and all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, Ben's being a little bit of a threat over there. Let's go ahead and all just gang up against him, and then I'm like, well, that sucks. Anyway, so I decided to start making up different sets for different things, and so I can also use some of the things, like some of the things for All Out Brawl is really good for three-headed giant. The Commander 101 generally isn't too good for those. It can be used for three-headed giant, which is why I kind of have them organized that way. But then I wanted to keep my standard 60 card decks down there for standard, and make those all available. So if I want to go back and play something, say if I've taken it apart, I'm like, dude, I remember how good this was. My friends pissed me off again. I'm going to crush them with it. Oh my gosh, I just know it. I can go back there and build it. And let's be honest with you, there's nothing more fun than crushing those people you love the most. Alright, I also have a new deck here. I haven't decided where to put it. I think I tested it once. I think it is actually a common deck. Yeah, it is a common deck. That's right. It's blue hex artifacts, hex-proof artifacts, and I'll probably show some of these decks in the future. But I can move these decks wherever I want to, put them in folders. I think even in here, so I come out. There's some folders. I think I have folders within folders at some point in one of these. So here, several decks. I have not programmed all my decks. I only found this a few months ago, and then I've been heavily involved with Star Trek CCG, and I have a whole bunch of other CCG games that I'm hoping to put up here, card packs I plan to open, from the Terminator to what was it, Ninja Turtles, I think, Sailor Moon, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, just a whole bunch of different things. But let's go ahead and look at the library real quickly, because I find that's very important, because I like to know what I have and how much of things I have of that particular card. And that can tell me whether I'm willing to trade it off to somebody or give them stuff. And card value, I don't do much with that really, but some of you guys are out there, so I'm going to show you some things with that as well. So let's go ahead, go to the right hand corner, click on your name, see here, go down to card collection. There we go, and I love this. If you notice, it said there and there that you can't have too many cards. That's how I feel. My mom, on the other hand, is like, why don't you get rid of this? No. My friend's dad is like, how much is this card worth, Eric? 80 bucks? Sell it! He's like, no, I like that card. Well, that's another story, but it was freaking hilarious. Anyway, you'll see here, I have all these cards. Up here, right here, it says total results. That's 6,485 card entries. Not exactly how many cards I have. I have more like 17,000 or 20,000. I can't remember what my number was. I don't have anything that really shows you how many total cards I have. This is how many entries I have. So there's a lot of you guys out there that have more than I have, probably a crap load. I was able to enter these so quickly. I'm going to show you that in a second. Right now, I do want to say the name up here of this thing is a beta. So I'm actually wondering if in the future it's going to start costing money to be a part of it or to join. I don't know, but I highly recommend as many of you guys join as possible so you get it for free. I don't like to pay for stuff that I think that should be free. Anyway, so let's go ahead. Here's the card cancel. Let's go ahead and let's type in cancel. It's a very common card. We'll look that up. These are how many different cancel cards I have. I have one from this set, one from here. This is, what is this? 2012, I have 2 cards. I have from 2011, I have 12 cancels. So that's, you know, there's probably people that have more cancels out here. And over here, I don't know about the price that's over here. They say 25 cents a piece. Possibly is just the random card thing, the average out there. But I did want to point out that over here in this column where it says decks, these are all the decks listed of how many decks I have that actually have that card in it, a cancel card. Let's go ahead real quickly. So this is set, whether it's foil, the language it's in, condition. I have everything set right now at near mint because I keep things pretty well clean. I do have a lot of things, again, I bought secondhand. They're not as good condition, but I'm not doing this with sell. I can always grab the card and like, okay, maybe I'll sell this card when I want to, and then I'll put it up for different mint. I do believe this site that you can look at other people's collections and possibly trade and sell. I'm not entirely sure about that yet. But my biggest thing is I like the fact there's a library here. I can store my library online for free, no cost, and I love that. So let's go ahead and let's say we want to enter a new one. So we're going to type in cancel here again because there are a lot of cancels and I wanted a card with that. And it's there, so we're going to click cancel. So I am going to enter 1, or I can enter, let's say, 23. And over here I just pick out what set or what collection it's from, and it has all of them in here. It's wonderful. I love this 10th edition, Time Spiral, Zendikar, and up here I think we have Zendikar, the newest one somewhere. Actually, they might not have been in there, but you know, it's easy to find, easy to click on. I click this set, let's say 2015. It's a normal card. It's let's say it's in Dutch or whatever this is. There you go. It's near mint. No, it's lightly played with. Tags, no result, and then I create the entry. I'm not going to create that because I don't have these cards. But that's how simple it is, guys. Now, I've been through almost all my collection. I now have some cards that I've left out that are still in sets and I haven't put in here. And so I can't wait to get it all done. Now, I also can build the actual card decks. And I want to show you a card deck just to kind of show you how that works. So we're going to go again to see my decks. Again, this is all the decks. So let's actually go. This is one way to look at the decks. So here's the blue hexproof artifact. This is the commander that it's using. So I want you to see this view as well. There are other decks you can look at that are popular online. I also want you to look up here. So again, we went to decks and then my decks. I want to go over here. There's a dark or light version. Click on this. It changes the look of whatever you like, your spec, whatever you think is good. I like it light, bright, and so I keep it there. But let's go ahead and go. See, I went to my decks last time. Let's go to my folders. We're going to also click on that one right here, the artifact deck, and here's what it looks like, guys. A finished deck. This is the artifact commander. These are all common cards, but it shows you how much of them. Here, see here. Here's my lands. I have 36 lands, and I just choose whatever land to put in there, if it's common. See here. This here says so. It's $9 worth of lands basically. There's 13 instances in here. $3.25 is what it says. Sorceries was what I have here. $3.50 is what it says it is. Those of you that want to be more detailed with pricing probably know more than I do. But here's all the artifacts I have in here. That are just artifacts. Over here, these are the artifact creatures I have. Again, it's an artifact deck. It allows me to draw. You guys probably know the commander. Artifacts you control have hexproof at the beginning of your upkeep if you control an artifact with the highest converted mana cost or tied for the highest converted mana cost. draw a card. And so again, I have a lot of common cards like this one. This is like, I never use it in any deck except for one like this, because it's a worthless card. So, well, it does have high power and toughness, but I mean, there's so many extra better cards to put in a deck. But again, a common deck. So I highly recommend you guys try that out again. I have a regenerate card, which is great. But it was a really good deck to play with a friend. I think I did lose because I played it with a normal deck. He didn't bring in a common deck that day. But again, I love how this is. It's so easy to do stuff. So I wanted you guys to see the look of it. I highly recommend, guys. I'm going to put a lot of videos on this website up there because I believe there's a trading thing in there, but I'm still getting programming my videos. Oh, I will say here. Okay, so let's go ahead. Playtest shop. That's what I want to talk about. So, Card Kingdom, you can shop there. TCG Player, you can shop there. Card Holder, shop there. And I'm willing to bet they'll have more in here. And there's more in here that I can look at. That's the shop category. Playtest. Hold on while we shuffle your deck so you can do a playtest. I think that's new. I haven't actually been here. Let's go back to decks, my folder, blue hex. And I want to go to stats of the deck. So this is also really cool to have. It shows it's a mono blue for land. Mana cost is there. Card types, artifacts, creatures, lands, instances. What is this? Sorceries. Also has this curve for mana curves. So there's a lot of things that will really help you gameplay. And again, the most important thing, this is what my big selling aspect of this thing is, it's free. At least for now. Again, it's a beta. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, share with your friends. I want to put more videos in here. I'll talk about different decks I made, and I'll catch you guys all later.